one.
Of course, you have to get the opportunities also. And talking about McLeish offensively, he's had 31 shots on goal in this series. And there's Pete Stemkowski in the penalty box. And the Rangers will start this second period a man short.
37 seconds left. And the penalty to Stemkowski, the tripping call at 18:37. The Flyer power play, Bobby Clark at center, Rick McLeish on the left wing, Gary Dornhofer on the right side, Bladen and DuPont. The penalty killers for New York. On our right, Kachuk with Fairburn, Rolfe, and Park. This foursome, one of the best penalty-killing units in hockey. Rangers control, and Dale Rolfe has the puck and shoots it in. Rolfe has a little bandage there on his forehead as a result of that altercation with Dave Schultz. DuPont brings it up. All the Flyers come up. Everybody with Bladen trailing. 4 Flyers up. The shot in off the stick of Kachuk. Dornhofer after it. Jockman beat him to it. Threw it back of his goal for Fairburn. Checked from behind by McLeish. Park follows on and has control. Stick handling now. Gets away from McLeish. Right side pass for Fairburn. Off the boards. DuPont catches it. He comes in with the puck anyway. Throws it in the slot. Dornhofer took it away as Park was dumped by Bobby Clark. Park looked at referee Art Skoll for a penalty, but none came. Dornhofer dropped to McLeish. High drive wide. Bladen on the rebound, and Dornhofer checked by Dale Rolfe, and Rolfe has control. Ahead for Stemkowski out of the penalty box. 1-on-1 against DuPont. Drop pass, Fairburn. Checked by Chris. DuPont clears it out down into the Ranger zone. As the teams are back at full strength, icing will be called against the Flyers.
With that penalty up, and of course the Philadelphia club being at the opposite end of their bench, DuPont wanting to get fresh members of his team on that ice, wisely iced it to give Fred Sherrill a chance to get fresh men and new defense and new forwards on there.
Face off to the left of Bernie Perron. Rattel, Hatfield, Gilbert against Chris, Flett, and Barber. Chris playing in Clark's spot, Clark having just completed that power play for Philadelphia. Chris gets the face-off back to Jim Watson. Around the boards for bearded Bill Flett. Flett away from Hatfield to feed to Chris. Chris steered it in through the legs of Nielsen. Nielsen racing back for it. Gets it to Hatfield. Chris been there forechecking. Back of the goal. Barber is there and went for Flett. That just missed. Jimmy Watson to drive wide. Rebound off the backboards. Flett. Checked by Hatfield. Barber as the Flyers apply more pressure. Flett all the way to the blue line. Too far for Jimmy Watson. The pass was too hard and too far ahead of him. Back in the Flyers zone, Van Imp. In the middle of Chris. Good pass there. Quickly to Flett over the line. Flett's left shot caught by Jockman. He saw that one all the way. Jockman clears it out to center ice. Van Imp feeds Terry Crisp coming out of the Ranger zone. Crisp cross-ice pass. Jimmy Watson shoots and hits a leg, and offside is called at the New York blue line.
These coaches are changing these lines very, very quickly. But again, as I say, just to keep fresh men on the ice. There's no tomorrow for one of these clubs. There's Fred Sherrill, and of course Emile Francis, and he's done a tremendous job with the New York Rangers club when he took over partway through the season. Got them right on the track and has brought them this far.
Ron Harris is out on right wing. Stemkowski and Irvin, the Flyers can't be too happy to see Harris out there. Not only does he hit people, but he scored that winning goal Thursday night. Stemkowski to Brad Park. Park over to Rolfe. Teams playing at 6 aside. Dale Rolfe throws it off the corner board. Stemkowski tried to center. Checked by DuPont. Lost his balance. Hindrachuk gets control, beating Selesky. Hindrachuk, Selesky, and Schultz. The line for Philadelphia. Selesky, number 11, down the right side. Rolfe bumps into the corner, centering tag. Oh, what a save by Brad Park. It's still loose. Goal. Hindrachuk. Horace Hindrachuk brings Philadelphia in front 2-1. And Jockman was down helplessly. The puck right on the goal line. Brad Park scooped it out, but Philadelphia stayed on it and scored the go-ahead goal.
Here's the play. Schultz getting a good shot away. There it is. Not quite over the line. And Park made a good play, clearing it out of here. As he got it, he lost possession of the puck. And there's Kinderchuk getting his shot. Comes back to him, and then he puts the rebound, and it hit Harris on the hand and went in.
Harris nearly stopped the second try after Parker stopped the first one.
Here's the rush going in again. Selesky going around the outside of Rolfe. Getting that puck, and there's the shot by Schultz. Comes back to Kinderchuk, and on the backhand, and Harris almost stopped it, as you saw there where it hit him in the hand.
2-1, Philadelphia in front. And Selesky made a great pass out there with Rolf all over him to start that play. The pass to Schultz, and he was stopped by Jockman, but Kindrachuk with persistence got the go-ahead goal. 2-1. Kindrachuk from an unassisted goal, pardon me, as it came back off the Rangers out of that melee. I think assists should have been awarded, frankly, but so far they have not been. Unassisted at 2:27 of the second period. Philadelphia 2, New York 1. Lonsberry checks Sealing. Sealing gets back at him and gets a face-off in the Rangers zone. 16:57 remaining in the second period. The score, Philadelphia 2, the New York Rangers 1. And there's a good look at that, Joy, brought to you by our cameraman and director, Ted Nathanson. McLeish with Dornhofer and Lonsberry and a hot crowd in attendance here at the Spectrum. There's a long way to go in this hockey game. 16:56 remaining in the second period. Rangers control the faceoff in their zone. Dale Rolfe with the puck. McLeish, Dornhofer, and Lonsberry against Kachuk, Vickers, and Fairburn. Brad Park shoots it off the corner board. Van Imp is back for it. Ed Van Imp had to take on the veterans load with the injury to Barry Ashby. Long pass intended for Lonsberry, and it'll be an icing call against the Flyers. And this is an opportune time to point out that the injury last week suffered by Barry Ashby, the eye injury on the shot from Dale Rolfe. Dale, by the way, was the first man to check on the condition of Barry Ashby. He was very concerned. They were teammates in minor league hockey. And the latest word is that Barry Ashby is going to be all right. In fact, they hope to have him ready to watch today's game on television, and we hope he is. We all send him our regards. And apparently he will not have any vision impairment, and I'm sure all hockey fans are grateful to hear that. Kachuk flips it ahead, but it's stolen from Park. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Lonsberry and Ryan, skate save by Jockman, and that was a close call. Van Imp keeps it in. Back of the goal to the corner. Fairburn, checked by Dornhofer. Fairburn trying to get it to Park, who's in the corner there, but it comes out to Vickers on the left side. Vickers, number 8, slap shot. Leg save by Perron, trying to get the glove on it. Actually missed it with his hand, but had that leg backing up the hand. Van Imp to McLeish. McLeish flips it ahead. It's knocked down by Dale Rolfe. Rolfe for Fairburn, checked by McLeish at center ice. Van Imp dumps it in. A bouncing puck. Jockman handles that carefully, fires it off the sideboards to Fairburn. Fairburn down the right side, Barber after him. Fairburn lost control. Bladen has it. Team changing on the move. Fairburn after Bladen. Bladen tried to hit Nolay, but it went to Nielsen of New York, who shoots it into the Flyers zone. Andre Dupont up for Barber. He missed the pass. Gilbert keeps it in. Gilbert off the leg of Sealing and rebounds out to center ice. Nielsen shoots it into the corner. Perron holds it up for Dupont. Dupont stick handling away from Vic Hatfield. Feeds Nolay. Nolay checked by Hatfield. Clark follows the puck through. Still has it. Bobby Clark around 2 Rangers. Clark working in front. Loose puck in the crease. Finally clear to the corner by Sealing. Nolay controls to Dupont. Screen shot blocked by Rattel. Clark with a rebound. Dupont a shot off the skate of Nolay. And it goes up over the glass out of play with 14:59 to go in the second period. The score of the Philadelphia Flyers 2, the New York Rangers 1. Full crease by Eddie Jockman, and we'll try and show that one back to you here as they drop the puck a little sooner than we anticipated. Here it is. Selesky brings it in.
Kindrachuk there on that, got the go-ahead goal, makes the shot here. The rebound comes off of Jockman. Schultz missed it, and then Selesky comes in. And Eddie Jockman, with the great goaltending he has been performing for the Rangers, continues.
Don Selesky, who got the go-ahead goal in Game 6, getting a close chance here again today. Close call for the Rangers. Kindrachuk, Selesky, Schultz against Kachuk, Fairburn, and Vickers. Kachuk against Kindrachuk. On the face-off, Kindrachuk to Schultz. Schultz throws it back to the Ranger goal. Jockman out of there, checked by Selesky. The puck came to Rolfe, to Vickers, to Kachuk. Kachuk checked by Schultz. Puck still in there. Kachuk pulled down. A shot by Selesky high and wide. Jockman holds on as he lost his balance. Elected wisely to hold on to that puck.
Lots of action here. Here's Selesky turning. Just gets possession of that puck and then gets a kind of a flip shot away to Jockman. And Eddie seemed to lose his footing there, and he just held that puck to get the whistle. Here he goes, right in behind the net, and he's pushing Giacomo, who likes to roam, and then he kind of blocks him from coming back in, but the Rangers had possession of the puck.
Back live in the corner, Schultz and Kindrachuk pinned there by Chuk and Park. And it'll be another face-off in Ranger territory to the right of Eddie Giacomo.
Shots, again, are indicating the Philadelphia Flyers have had 27 shots. So far in the game, the Rangers have only had 10, and that shows you the great work that Giacomo has been doing for his club.
And this Flyer crowd applauding every unit as they leave the ice. Kindrachuk line has been a real force out there today. It's ostensibly a checking unit. The muscle men, Selesky and Schultz on the wings. Kindrachuk got the go-ahead goal, and it was good, hard forechecking work by the Flyers that set much of the pattern in the first period, and his line had much to do with that. Sealing out for McGregor, too far. Off the stick of Van Impe. Irvin racing after it. Irvin knocks it loose, but Jim Watson is there. Jim Watson up the boards too far from McLeish, knocked in by Sealing, knocked out by Jim Watson. And this will be an icing call coming up against the Flyers as Nielsen goes back to get it. They'll bring it down into the Philadelphia zone where it has not been very much in this period. We've got 13:52 to go in the second period. 2-1 the score. Philadelphia on top. This is the 7th and deciding game, the winner to meet Boston in the Stanley Cup Championship Final. Young Jimmy Watson, who has not cracked under the pressure of being a rookie in Stanley Cup play and having more of the onus on him. Here's the goaltender's look at the face-off coming up. You'll notice how Perrant will keep checking that post with his hand to make sure he's exactly where he wants to be as far as the angles are concerned, how much net he's giving up. He'll bend that left leg so he can push off on it, get himself set. Each goalie with his own style. There are certain rules that they all kind of follow, and that one right there is to park out on the corner of that crease, cover that side, but be able to get over quickly with a stick to the right side of the net. Rangers control. Sealing backhands it in. Perrant holds it up. Jimmy Watson for Barber. Bumped by Sealing in there deep. Gilbert. Rangers gambling a little more inside the blue line. And so far it's paying off. Sealing keeps it in again. Here's Rattel. Rattel stick handling. Pulled down by Van Impe. There'll be a penalty. To Ed Van Impe. Well, Rod Sealing's gambling paid off there as they kept the pressure on, forcing that penalty to Van Impe. 13:31 to go. John Rattel face off to the left of Perrant again. Clark controls. Dupont in the corner. Slams at the puck. Can't get it out. Russo keeps it into Gilbert. Gilbert to Brad Park. Park throws a shot. Caught by Perrant. He holds on with that quick and very strong left hand.
Rattel was in front of that net trying to deflect that shot at Brad Park, and here we are, ice level from behind, watching as Perrant will see it coming from Park. And he goes down, and there's Rattel moved in. Big John tried to get his lumber on that to change the direction of that puck.
Face off to the right of Perrant with 1:50 remaining in the penalty to Van Impe. A holding call at 6:29. Barber, Clark, Joe Watson, and Dupont, the penalty killers. Rattel, Hadfield, Gilbert, Park, and Russo, the power play. Rattel controls that drop perfectly to Russo. Russo trying to get it to Gilbert off the stick of Barber. Gilbert goes to the corner, to the blue line. Russo trying to get it to Rattel. He hit Dupont. Gilbert took it away from him. Joe Watson checks Gilbert. Rattel to Russo. Russo off the boards for Gilbert, but he's tied up by Joe Watson, and Dupont gets it. Dupont trying to get it out. Good play by Russo to keep it in. Gilbert to Rattel. Over to Brad Park. To Rattel. Rattel shoots. Stick save by Perrant. Rebound off the sideboards. Rattel fan gets it again. Back to the blue line. Russo. Russo to Park. Park to Russo. Russo trying to get it to Rattel. Handed it to Bobby Clark, who shoots it out to blast it down the ice. 1:08 left in the penalty to Van Impe. On comes Chris and Fleck, replacing Clark and Barber. Park comes out of there with steam. Trying to get around Chris. Got it to Fairburn ahead for Park. Too far. Dupont shoots it to center ice. Fairburn is on right wing replacing Gilbert. Chris checks Russo. Split a drive. A late save by Giacomo, who gets that rebound and clears to the corner. A hot shot from Bill Fleck as the Flyers stole the puck at the Ranger blue line. Fairburn to Hadfield. Hadfield at the blue line. Slap shot high. Caught by Perrant. Perrant skates out. Trying to clear, hands it right to Russo. Dupont checks it. Russo gets it back. Russo to Hadfield. Blocked by Perrant. Loose puck. Fairburn shot her over the top of the goal. Russo throws it in front. Joe Watson lost his stick.
and DuPont covers it. There could be a penalty, but there's not going to be. DuPont covers that puck with no Ranger in him, and I think he got a break from Art Stoll there. Fairburn got the shot away here, but I believe Perron's got his leg or his stick on it here. And he deflected it up. He did. He got his right leg or the stick, the back of his stick, and he deflected that puck up. Fairburn almost having his second goal here in this game, and an opportunity to tie it up, and he'll never get a better one. He was right in position. Here we'll see whether he did get his stick on it or his leg. Here the puck comes out. The puck will go to Fairburn right in front. There it is. Looked a little bit like it did, Tim. I wouldn't swear on it completely.
Hard to say on that one whether Billy just shot it over the net. He was trying to get it up over the goaltender, as you could see. And Perron, as usual, not giving him much to shoot at. So it remains 2-1. 22 seconds left in the penalty. Kachuk against Clark on the faceoff. Kachuk, Vickers, and Fairburn. Clark controls to DuPont, who shot it right to Sealing. Sealing a drive, and arm saved by Perron. And that blast from the point. Out comes Barber. Barber with Clark. 3 Rangers are back, so Barber now cruising around, using up more seconds. Now throws it in, and Jockman controls. 6 seconds left in the penalty. And the Flyers are going to survive this power play chance by New York. Fairburn down the right side. Van Impe back on. Fairburn a shot. Stick save, rebound. Vickers. Backhander sliding save by Perron on the rebound. Try wide. And Perron made a big save there after he gave up a bad rebound. And Vickers breaking in, but Perron was up to it and made that sliding stop. Teams at full strength. McGregor trying to get loose. Jimmy Watson stopped that and poked it over the board and out of play.
The thing about Perron, which he doesn't do, is give that rebound, and here you see the rebound go right back out. Then he sprawls here, making a good save on Irvin, and then the puck comes over to Vickers. Here's the rebound again. And he lays down, making the save on Vickers. Number 8 there, moving in on that backhand.
The crowd here giving a standing ovation to the scoreboard sign that indicates their goalie, Bernie Perron, was named to the All-Star team of the West Division in the Sporting News, which is pulled by the players in the National Hockey League. And their defenseman, Barry Ashby, has also been selected to that team by the players, and that's fine tribute to those great pair of Flyers. Jimmy Watson ahead for Dave Schultz. Schultz, number 8, over center ice, shoots it off the corner board. Selesky after it. Nielsen there ahead of him, beat him to it. Nielsen to Stemkowski, ahead for Ted Irvin. Irvin with McGregor on the right wing with him. Irvin over the line, gives it to McGregor, overskates the puck as he's checked by Schultz. The puck now, Selesky and Stemkowski battling for it. Kindrachuk to Schultz. Dave Schultz trying to get the shot. He does. Stick save by Jockman. As Nielsen was on him, Schultz didn't have much power on the shot. Irvin down the left side, feeds McGregor. Couldn't hold the pass. Jim Watson clears the center ice. Schultz shoots it in. End-to-end action here, midway through the second period. 2-1. Philadelphia leads it. On a second period goal by Kindrachuk. Stemkowski ahead to McGregor. Broken up by DuPont. Sealing to Nielsen. Nielsen to McGregor. Off his skates. Stolen by DuPont. DuPont, one man back, a drive. Lake save by Jockman. Rebound cleared by Sealing. Flyers keeping it in. McGregor can't get out. Schultz has it. Checked by Sealing. Stemkowski comes out. Stemkowski stick handling away from Kindrachuk. Flips it into the Flyer zone. Teams change on the move. Perron holds it up for Tom Blake. Layden, number 3. Rink-wide pass for Lonsbury, but an offside pass from inside the blue line over the center red line. 9:48 to go in the second period. The score, Philadelphia 2, the New York Rangers 1. Against McLeish on the rim of the circle where that offside pass originated. Kachuk got the draw. It came behind Dale Rolfe. He has to go back to his own line to get it. Rolfe off McLeish's leg. McLeish to Dornhofer to Lonsbury, stopped by Rolfe, and Vickers starts out, and he runs into his old man Kachuk, stolen by Lonsbury. To McLeish, too far. Park takes over. Jockman feeds it out to Fairburn. Fairburn in the middle of Kachuk. Kachuk to Vickers, and offside at the Flyers line, as Vickers was in there astride ahead of the puck. Kachuk, Vickers, Fairburn against McLeish, Lonsbury, and Dornhofer. Our coverage of WCT 74 concludes next Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, a 3-hour telecast of the finals from Dallas, Texas. And we'll be on with Stanley Cup Finals action following that. Here's McLeish with a breakaway. McLeish has a break. Jockman won the showdown with McLeish, and he's forced to the corner. Rangers trying to get a face-off there, but the puck is loose. Park can't get it out. Dupont a drive, tipped wide by McLeish, who got back into the slot. What a game he's having. Cleared out of there finally by Kachuk to center ice. Dupont has it. Dupont off the boards for Lonsbury. Lonsbury trying to get around Park. Park cuts him off. Puck knocked back to the Ranger goal by Lonsbury. Jokerman checked there by Dornhofer. Dale Rolfe hands it right to McLeish. He's all over the place. McLeish is front again. McLeish shoots. Dornhofer scores. Gary Dornhofer. And it's 3-1 Philadelphia. And Rick McLeish did all the work on that one with a fantastic display of perseverance and anticipation. Gary Dornhofer makes it 3-1.
McLeish, who missed that breakaway on that showdown here, will see his work. Here's Dornhofer, gives a little pass to McLeish. He shoots it. Jockman makes the save. McLeish takes another shot, and then Dornhofer, number 12, puts it over. And after all, you only let, here it is, come back to McLeish, back out. You only ask your goaltender to make one save, and Jockman made 3 before Dornhofer put that puck in. There's a little pass to McLeish, comes back to him, and Dornhofer, anticipating it, moved in very quickly, as Rolfe didn't get to him fast enough.
Dornhofer from McLeish, Dornhofer's 4th playoff goal. Nolay stopped at the blue line as the feed for him too far, and the puck goes out of play. Off the stick of Van Imp. So let's go down and join Brian McFarland.
Down here, he wears a goal mask in the crowd. Are you afraid of getting hit by a puck? No, I'm just here for Bernie. He's my favorite player. He's doing great in the series, and that's why I'm helping him. You got this glass protecting you, too. Let's see what you look like underneath that mask. Oh, man, Bernie. Isn't he a handsome devil? Back up to you, Tim. He'll help us.
Well, these Flyer fans are enjoying it so far. 8:19 to go. 3-1 Philadelphia. Dornhofer from McLeish at 11:26. And that Rick McLeish really worked to set up that goal after he missed a breakaway chance. Icing call against the Rangers. Pete Stemkowski back of the goal complaining about it, but icing charge against New York. And McLeish made his break there, made a good play. Jockman made a great stop on him as he gave him about 3 moves. And Eddie stayed right with him, but McLeish just kept battling until he got another chance.
Well, on the breakaway, Tim, he stumbled a little bit just about center ice, and it didn't give him a chance to get right out into the center and go straight in. He was cut off to the side a little bit, and Eddie closed the angle and anticipated what he was going to do all the way.
What a great effort by McLeish, who now has a goal and an assist here in the Ranger zone. It's taken by Kindrachuk in front for Selesky, checked by Sealing, and Stemkowski gets it to Irvin. Irvin to McGregor. McGregor over the line, poke checked on him by Jim Watson. Kindrachuk takes over. Kindrachuk up the boards for Schultz. Schultz missed the pass, Sealing keeps it in. Over the stick of Jimmy Watson, McGregor. Into the slot, Irvin too well covered by Van Imp, and Kindrachuk gets it. Kindrachuk checked by Irvin, it goes down. Stemkowski keeps it in. Van Imp broke up the first try. Stemkowski to McGregor, checked by Jim Watson. Schultz comes out the left side. Stick handles away from Stemkowski. Oh, the fans love that. He's not noted for his stick handling. Nielsen gets a piece of him. Schultz goes to the corner, throws it in front. Selesky a shot, Jockman save on Don Selesky as Schultz made the play, and the fans really love that.
Schultz made that play from end to end. He has improved himself tremendously as a hockey player, but he's done it by hard work. And here you'll see him going around the defense, going into the corner, going around Nielsen. Then he takes a look as he goes to the puck, which is the wise thing to do. Gets it out to Selesky here. And Jockman has to come up with another save, and Kindrachuk is right there looking for that rebound.
Back live, Kerry Chris at center ice with the rookie, Cowick, number 27, and Bill Flett, number 21. The 4th line out there for the Flyers against Patel, Hatfield, and Gilbert. Brad Park with Chris, checking in deep. Trying to get it to Hatfield. Flett broke it up, and the Flyers get another face-off in the Ranger zone. And they continue to keep the pressure on. They have outshot New York 34-17 so far in the game.
And up until this game, the most shots in any game that the Philadelphia Club have had are 23. Tim, so it shows you shots on goals give you that advantage.
They did not shoot well in the games in New York. Gilbert pokes it away from DuPont, racing after it. Joe Watson back in the Flyer zone, got ahead of it. Littell tried to keep it in, but the puck came over the blue line. Offside called with Gilbert and Hatfield both inside the Flyer zone. 34-17. The shots are kept cumulatively here on this scoreboard. And that's literally double the output by the Flyers here, who have a 3-1 lead that is reflected in the shots on goal. That's not always the case, but it sure is here today. Rattel got the face-off and got through DuPont. Rattel battling in there. DuPont staying with him. And DuPont finally falls on the puck with Rattel on him. He'll face it off in Flyers territory. 6:49 to go here in the second period.
The Rangers are not dead yet. Fellows like Rattel out there, he's forcing him. He almost forced DuPont to make a mistake there, which would have given Rattel a good opportunity.
Well, they have come back from 2-goal deficits before in this series and also in the Montreal series to win the game, and I'm sure Fred Churo will be reminding his Flyers of that as this game proceeds. 3-1 is not a big margin when you've got the firepower the New York Rangers have. Rattel against Clark. Rangers control. Gilbert to Park. Park over to Rolfe. Rolfe tried to roll it through. It went off the leg of Joe Watson. Rattel trying to get possession. Back of the goal. Joe Watson covers him. Gilbert forces Watson to throw it to the right wing side. Nolay dumped it out. It went off the stick of Hatfield and came all the way back into the Ranger zone. Hatfield back of the goal. A pass too far for Park. Taken by Clark. Throws it in front of the stick of Rolfe. Nolay a drive blocked by Hatfield. Loose puck up and gets control. Shoots it off the board. Up for Hatfield. Hatfield trying to get started. Nolay after him, catches up and takes it away. Loose puck picked up by Clark. Clark for Nolay. Here's the breakaway. Nolay shoots and Jockman made the save and covers on the rebound. As Barber trying to slip it in. Eddie Jockman comes up big again as that pesky, persistent, hard skating Flyer squad again making another opportunity for themselves.
Nolay on the back checking. That's what back checking is all about. Made the play. He got the puck to Clark. And here Clark gets the puck to Nolay, who goes in there. He didn't get a real good shot away, but Jockman was ready for anything. And Barber trying to go in there for the rebound to knock it into the net. But Eddie had it covered up very well.
The impressive thing about this club is that they're always going towards the opposition net. Whenever the puck is even loose, they head for the opposition goal. Nolay made the check, but then circled around to his off-wing side and broke into the Ranger zone, allowing Clark to get him that pass at full stride. Here's Lonsbury doing the same thing, breaking right in. Drop pass for McLeish. Return pass for Dornhofer. That just missed. In the corner, Vickers to Kachuk. Kachuk for New York out to Fairburn, number 10. Billy Fairburn cuts to his off-wing side, stick handling. Still has it, finally lost it as Dornhofer came over to help. Dornhofer runs into Kachuk. Layden has the puck. Over to DuPont. DuPont off the boards. Nobody open. It goes to Sealingham, New York, over to Nielsen. Nielsen, number 15, in the middle of Kachuk. Kachuk shoots it off the stick of DuPont. 5:25 remaining in the second period. Lonsbury back of his own net. Forechecking by Fairburn, forces it the other way. Up the boards for DuPont. Andre DuPont. Over to Dornhofer, too far. Into the New York territory. Nielsen back for it. The Selesky line with Schultz and Kindrachuk coming on. Nielsen pass intended for Fairburn, too far. This will be an icing call against New York. 5 minutes exactly remaining in the second period. The score, Philadelphia 3, the New York Rangers 1. First, when this game is over for these clubs, neither team has ever won a 7th game in a playoff series in their entire club history. So one of them is going to achieve that here this afternoon. Rolfe to Stemkowski. Stemkowski back to Dale Rolfe in full flight at center ice. Return to Stemkowski too far ahead of him. He gets it in the corner. Throws it in front. It's blocked by Kindrachuk. Stemkowski tries again. It's deflected over the glass and out of play. Stemkowski with Irvin and Ron Harris on the right wing, number 3, against Kindrachuk, Selesky, and Schultz.
Fred Churo has many slogans on the blackboard in the Philadelphia room, and in there yesterday, Tim, he had one that he really likes is take a direct route to the puck and arrive in ill humor.
That about says it all for the style of the Flyers. Park, good move away from Schultz. Park does it again. Kindrachuk stays with that one, and it's taken by Jimmy Watson to hit the linesman trying to get it out, and it's Kindrachuk. Too far for Selesky. Park gave Kindrachuk a little bump after the play. Dale Rolfe sets up back of the New York goal. Rolfe to Stemkowski. gets away from Kindrachuk. Pete Stemkowski's been the most consistent forward for New York in this series. Harris a shot. Stick saved by Perron. But Harris has a sneaky wrist shot that he can get away with power. Zaleski shoots it in. Off the boards, Cowick, the rookie out there on left wing, has replaced Schultz. Harris trying to get away from Zaleski, can't do it. Crisp keeps it in. Crisp has replaced Kindrachuk in center. Irvin intended for Stemkowski too far, and Cowick gave Irvin a run into the board. Van Impe intended for Fletton. That goes deep into the Ranger zone. Jockman moves away from Crisp as he faked one way and came the other. Irvin trying to get it out. Joe Watson keeps it in. Jockman throws it away from Crisp. Rolf up the boards as Cowick stepped into Harris. They had a few bumps in Game 6 in the rookie's first game for Philadelphia. Crisp keeps it in. Flyers keep that pressure on. Jockman gives it to Dale Rolf. New York having difficulty moving that puck out of their zone. Russo is on now at center ice. Feed from Rolf to Irvin. Number 27 works to his off right wing side. Takes a shot wide. Off the boards. Nielsen gambles in. Crisp checked him. The puck came over the glass and out of play. Ron Harris and Bruce Cowick, the rookie, showing a little muscle they demonstrated in Game 6.
There's Harris moving out, and there's Cowick, who hit Ron in New York, but Cowick went down, and he probably looked at that little guy and couldn't figure out how strong he was. Yeah, a lot of our viewers might wonder why that offside wasn't called. It went back into the Rangers' end with the Philadelphia player caught there. It was a New York player that brought it back into the end, and then this does not constitute an offside.
Cowick is 6'1" and 200 pounds, 23 years of age, rescued from the minor leagues by Philadelphia in a four-man deal. Near miss there as Nolé almost got loose. McGregor made a good play to break it up. Russo stopped by DuPont. Barber takes over, stopped by Nielsen. Inside the Flyer line, Nolé. Nolé for Clark, steers it into New York territory. Racing after the pair of 16. Sealing is there. Whirls away from Clark. Up to Butler. Jerry Butler, number 17, the rookie right wing, on with Russo and McGregor. Russo stick handling. Checked by DuPont, goes to the corner. DuPont gives him a good hip check and comes off with the puck. DuPont around the boards. Too far for Joe Watson. Nielsen a shot wide. Off the backboard to rebound to Barber. Bill Barber, number 7, checked from behind by McGregor. Bouncing puck picked up by McGregor. McGregor takes a shot and a leg save as Perron had to be alert on that shot from McGregor. Headed low to the corner. It's flipped out by DuPont down into New York territory. 3-1 the score. Philadelphia in front, 2:15 left in the second period. Butler ahead to Rattel. Rattel lost control. Van Impe clears to the Ranger line. Rattel, Hatfield now. Gilbert steps on. Nielsen to the Flyer line. Van Impe shoots it to Dornhofer. Dornhofer handed it right to Nielsen of New York, who gives it back to Philadelphia's Watson. Jim Watson to McLeish. McLeish for Dornhofer. Couldn't quite catch up with the pass. In the corner, throws it in front for McLeish too far. Kept in by Jimmy Watson. Deflected shot. Cleared by Sealing out to Hatfield. Hatfield down the left side. Shoots it off the corner boards, and Gilbert after it. Lonsbury covering him. Loose puck, Gilbert. Gilbert to the blue line to Park. Good pass. Over to Dale Rolf. Hatfield knocked down in front. Rolf shot off Van Impe's leg. Lonsbury checked by Gilbert. Gilbert doing some hard work for New York. Here's Hatfield banned on the shot, and Rolf fed it to him in the slot. Hatfield gives Jim Watson a good shoulder check. McLeish and Rattel go down. Lonsbury clears it out of the Flyer zone as New York started to get some pressure on. 1:13 left in the period. Icing will be called against the Flyers.
New York starting to put a little bit of pressure on, trying to get a goal here before the end of that period. Here again is Clark. Just moves into the man. Even though he's made the pass, he just delays him just a little bit and follows that puck. He and Bruce McGregor.
McGregor got a pretty good grab on his stick there to make sure that Clark didn't get loose. Captain of the Flyers, Bobby Clark, who has had an outstanding playoff series, although not so much in the scoring department. But when he does as much as he does, you know he's very much in the game at all times. Joe Watson and his brother Jim giving strong defensive play to the Flyers here this afternoon. Goaltender's view again of that face-off coming up. Bobby Clark this time against Walt Kachuk.
Their dad is here, the Watson brothers. He's from Smithers, B.C. Took about a 30-hour train ride to Calgary and then flew into Philadelphia here.
Mr. Watson Sr. is a lumberjack up in that beautiful woods country of British Columbia, Canada. A lot of viewers looking in there this afternoon. We're sure we'd like to say hello to all of our Canadian viewers who've been watching NBC's telecast all season long. Bill Barber out to Dale Rolfe of the Rangers as he tried to hit Zaleski with a long pass. It went right to Rolfe. He keeps Vickers. Vickers to Kachuk. Over to Fairburn. Fairburn off the board right to Dupont of the Flyers. We're in the final minute of period 2. 3-1. The Flyers lead. 7th game of this semifinal series. Brad Park brings it in. Park over the line for Kachuk. Bumped off the puck by Joe Watson, and Perron dives out on it before Vickers can make a play. 45 seconds left. They played Kate Smith's God Bless America prior to the game, and Kate's record here on behalf of the Flyers, 34 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. Pretty impressive good luck charm for the Flyers. This was the big one today, and their boss of the building here, the Spectrum, Lou Scheinfeld, elected to play Kate Smith today, and the fans were out in force with banners like that one.
With the superstition, though, Ed Jockman said that he was going to wear his old brown suit with the blue stripe, and the smelly suit would probably outdo Kate Smith. Superstitions prevailed.
3-1, the Flyers hold the lead, but there's lots of hockey left in this one. Joe Watson, as Clark got the face-off, takes it back to the Flyer goal. Had only 1 penalty in this period. There were 10 in the first period. 33 seconds remaining. Here's Bobby Clark. One man back. It's Rolfe. Clark takes a shot high and caught easily by Jockman. Jockman gives it off to Brad Park. 25 seconds left. Fairburn. Fairburn rink wide to Vickers. Vickers trying to get around Joe Watson. Takes the shot deflected by Watson. And it goes over the glass and out of play. Vickers took a long shot from the side boards there. And Joe Watson didn't really have too much trouble getting the stick on him. This program note from NBC, John Saxon goes undercover to break a phony credit card and blackmail ring this week on Police Story, Tuesday night at 10, 9 Central Time, here on NBC. Well, that's one Flyers fan's view of Eddie Jockman's superstition. Not too delicate. Eddie's suit may not be, for that matter. Stemkowski against Clark. To the right of Bernie Perron. Perron slaps that pad. Stemkowski got the draw. This time a shot by Nielsen wide. Sealing can't get there to keep it in. 11 seconds left. Sealing intended for Irvin, offside called at the Flyer line again with 9 seconds remaining.
We have 2 fine linesmen in this game today, D'Amico and Pavlich. They've had some close ones, but they recognize the importance of this game, and they've really done a good job in calling them.
The minor officials today are from Pittsburgh, who work the Pittsburgh Penguin games during the regular season. The home officials are not used during Stanley Cup play. The goal judges, the official scorer, and other minor officials are always brought in from one of the other NHL cities, and they are rotated through the playoffs. Dornhofer gets control, a low drive, and that tested Jockman. He got the glove on it, and clears to the corner as the buzzer sounds, ending the second period of play at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, where the score is the Philadelphia Flyers 3, the New York Rangers